Everybody, happy Friday. I hope everybody is well. Let's see what's going on in the collective, the lovers that are in a separation at this current time. Let's see what's going on with that collective. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. So let's see, Spirit, what is in the cards for those that are in separation, in on a break from their person, whether that's a twin flame, whether that's a soulmate, whether that's a divine counterpart. We're gonna take a look and see what that is. So for today, it's a soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit, believe this, and they will manifest physically. So for many of you, you're calling in a soulmate. Let's see what other cards would like to present themselves within this reading, this love reading. I shuffle the deck a little bit. And Spirit, tell us what else you have for that collective. And remember, this is a collective reading. This is a collective reading for those that are in separation from their person in this now moment. Because it's a collective reading, it may or may not have all the information on your specific connection. The more you interact with the channel, the more I can pull onto the energies to read your specific situation. And for those of you looking for your own personal reading for your own situation, uh, they are available. Paid readings run between $10 and $60, depending upon the read. And you can reach out to me via silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com. And so let's see what the energies are for this collective that I am channeling in this moment. So the first thing is that there's a lot of guilt. And Spirit's saying don't let guilt get in the way of happiness because it's blocking your ability to call in your soulmate. Spirit's going to be giving you a lot of signs and synchronicities, but you have to be open and prepared to uh, truly see those signs. Spirit's saying that, there's a lot of confusion here because you're sitting in that guilt and illusion and fear, and we got to get out of that energy. You got to start to respect whatever relationships you do have that are still here and working, because as you understand what it is that allows these relationships to work and this one not, that's going to help bring you into a place, into the vibration that will attract that mate that you want. To do that, you need to look deep into your emotions. You really have to dig deep and start to figure out what it is that keeps you trapped in this guilt and confusion. Because this soulmate that's coming in is going to have an amazing frequency match to you, and it's almost going to be like you two are telepathic, right? And that's usually when you have such a high frequency match, you're able to tune into what the other person is feeling or thinking. Spirit, what else do you want to tell us about this connection that we're channeling today, this collective that's in separation? Show me what you want to tell us. All right. So the first one that popped up, heads up, is time apart, right? And well, we're in a separation read, so we know that there's some time apart right now. You guys are in a separation. This is just confirmation of that. And Spirit again is saying that there's a soulmate that's ready to come in, but you got to be lighthearted. You got to be in that happy place. The T is the, ability to sit there and, kind of have a fun conversation. This person that's coming in is going to have a love language of affirmations. And for those of you who are not familiar with my readings are energy based. They're not based on stories. We don't tell you stories about how toxic your ex is or your person that's in separation and how healed you are. No, we don't look at that. What we look at is we look at where you are energy wise, what's around you in your energy. This side is always the side of what I call the hamster wheel of karma. This is the side that needs addressing, that needs healing, that needs a change somewhere here to get over to here where we're the manifestation of what we're looking to manifest. So it's not going to be your typical separation reading. And hopefully that's a reading that you want. This is one that's going to help you actually move from here to here versus keeping you stuck over here, because we don't want you stuck over here. We don't want you in the anger. We don't want you in the confusion. We don't want you in the fear. We want you to work on you And as you work on you, guess what? Then you start manifesting. It takes time. Always takes time. It's never instantaneous, right? And Spirit's saying that all this is bringing you to somebody, and we see twin flame union, but I don't look at it in that space. I look at that twin flame union as you're going to bring the soulmate in, and the soulmate is going to feel like what the world teaches you as a twin flame, but that's not truly a twin flame. Twin flame is a handler, one that's keeping you stuck over here in confusion and illusion. You don't want that. You want this. You want the one that's going to be your frequency match, the one that's going to be easy. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be easier. All right, so let's see what else we have that love wants to tell us today for this connection. So, Spirit, show us what else we need to know about this connection right here. When we're channeling this one in separation for this collective, what else do we need to know in this now moment? All right, can you give me a couple more cards? One. How about one more card? There we go. All right. So Spirit's given us a few cards here. And the first thing Spirit's saying is, yeah, let's get into that lightheartedness, that tease, that having fun, right? That's going to help draw it in. This soulmate is a fated meeting. It's meant to happen. You guys have a deep soul contract. Let's see what else we have here. Spirit saying, make sure you're very honest with yourself and you're really digging deep into yourself. You do have some unfinished business that you need to close out, because once you do, we're going to have a little bit of good time. Ooh la la. I'll just put this up on the screen so you can see it. Yeah, there's going to be some party time here. Party time under the sheets. And this is going to be a new love with renewed hope. All right, so we've got a huge amount of weight over here on this side that's saying, hey, this is all ready to come together once you release this. So let's see what it is that we're doing that is blocking that in this now moment. One card just threw itself right to the ground. So we're going to pick that one up and we're going to put it out there. Confusion, right? We've got double confirmation that you're confused. You don't know what you want because you're still sitting in illusion. You're still chasing things that aren't meant for you. And why are you chasing? Because you truly haven't healed enough to know that it's time for somebody with a better match, one that's going to work. And why do you want one that's not going to work? Because you haven't healed the reason why. Let's see what other reasons we have here. Spirit, you give me one more card, please. Show me what else is going on in this connection. Okay, we got two more. We'll take it. And so we have procrastinating. A lot of you are just procrastinating about everything, including love. And why are you doing that? Because again, you're hiding yourself from love. You don't want the love truly inside because your subconscious is afraid of it. You're afraid of that commitment. You need to heal all that. You're giving them mixed signals, right? You're hot, you're cold. You give them a bread and then a crumb, right? And that's not what's going to keep somebody around. You have to be clear because you're still in confusion. And many of you are trying to change that person. We don't change people. We don't change ourselves unless we ourselves decide we want to change for ourselves, not for anybody else. And don't ask anybody else to do that. Change is good when you decide that you want that change for a reason for yourself, not because somebody tells you you need to change. You have to recognize it within yourself. That's healthy change. And they have to do the same. So now we have reasons why you're stuck, right? These are the main reasons why you guys keep on getting stuck, why you're not getting to here, because this energy is right here. It's there. You can touch it. It's so close and it's heavy weighted. The universe is giving you all this energy to allow for this positive action. But you got to get out of this space first. So pick and choose from this list which one applies to you. And then let's take a look at what kind of guidance we're going to get from our higher self at this moment in time. And Spirit, what advice do you want to give to our group here? And hello, Ella. What advice do we want to give to our group here who is in separation from their person to get into this wonderful energy that is available. There's just so much weighted here, but we got to get out of this. How do we get out of this? Spirit, what do you want to tell us? And let's see if I get one more card. Spirit, there we go. So an eclipse may hide your light, but not forever. So all this stuff may be kind of dimming your light right now, but just remember, get it away. The eclipse finishes in minutes, now maybe a couple hours, right? So you have to do this too. You have to heal this section, allow your light to shine out again. Big dreams are built by those who do the work, right? Spirit's telling you right here, it's not being shy about it. You have to do the work. You have to choose to heal. You have to start healing yourself. Heal the reasons why you're not getting this, because it's right here. It's available for you in this now moment. And then know if you do the work, whatever decision you made was the right one. So don't second guess yourself on that. Just start doing the work and this will come. So now let's get to the only part that anybody ever cares about on these readings is when. When is it going to happen, right? And so for each of you, it's going to be an individual timing because everybody's on their own story. But what we can do is we can look at what the general timing looks like for this connection that we are channeling today for this collective. If you decide to do the work, and if you decide not to, it's not going to come in. But if you decide to do the work, because healing is a choice, it is not going to happen just because of a time or a date or a portal. All right. And so Spirit's going to be a little bit cryptic here. So when somebody guides you and when somebody takes action, right? And this is what I was just saying before. You can't make this up, right? Healing is a choice. It is not something that happens automatically. You're getting some guidance right now. So if you're watching this, it's made in your awareness. You do have some guidance now. So you have some ideas. It's in your awareness what it is you need to work on. Now it's up to you to take action. And when you start taking action, then these energies are going to become available for you. If you decide not to take action, that's okay. You decide not to heal, that's okay. We don't judge. But there are some repercussions to that. What are those repercussions? Is the energies that you want, that fated meeting, that soulmate, that easiness, that's not going to come until you actually choose to be in that place. And that, like I say, we're in a place of free will, so we don't judge anybody on what they're going to do. But if you want that love, the lasting love, the non-toxic love, the non-trauma bond, then you got to do some work on yourself. You can go to my Silver Fox Spiritual over on YouTube. Start working on yourself. Inner child healing is wonderful. Abandonment, rejection healing is wonderful. Self-love healing is wonderful. They're great starting points. And as you start putting your foot forward and saying, I choose to heal, the universe will, and the universe, when I say the universe, yourself, will tell you, will start guiding you to the next step after the next step, and they'll start guiding you to people who are going to help you in your healing method to get to this place that you want. But it always starts with a choice. So with that, I thank you all for sitting and coming through to the readings here. If you're looking for your own personal reading to understand what's going on within your own personal energy, with your own personal guidance and healing, reach out at silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com or send me a DM. My price list is in the pinned comments under my profile, and you can just reach me out from there. The reads go from $10 to $60, with the $60 one being a Zoom meeting, so that you get not only a read, you get a light language activation, and you're able to ask follow-on questions. So with that, have a great day, and I hope to see you at my next read. Cheers. Have a great weekend.